Hey everybody out there, and today for you guys, as you can see by the playmat, because I yanked the Akiza playmat out, we're actually going to be doing a plant deck profile of my Plant Princess deck. So this is a deck that I've had on the back burner for a long time now, actually. And then recently, Plant Princess has actually got new support in the form of Belle of Revelation, which is actually a searcher for the deck and also can help special summon out from your hand your Plant Princesses. In addition to that, they also got reprinted, the Plant Princesses did, along with Lonefire Blossom and a lot of good plant support. So I kind of said to myself, well, they've kind of made it super cheap to build this deck, and they've made it so cheap, it's kind of like picking up a structure deck. So I was kind of like, why not build it? Why not now finally build the deck? So that's what I decided to do, guys. So Plant Princesses are a really cool deck that can do a bunch of level things. They have some benefits. They're big plant monsters that you can easily special summon out. But without further ado, guys, let us get into the deck profile. So Plant Princesses are really cool. If you guys don't know, they originally came out in pretty much 5Ds. And then they got support in Zexal as well. So I'm just going to lay all the different Plant Princesses out, and we'll talk about all the different Plant Princesses. So Camilla, which is pretty much, I would say, one of my favorite out of the bunch, is really, really good. It's pretty much like a pseudo-negation, kind of, to some degree, we'll say, which is really nice. And I would say out of all the Plant Princesses, it's probably the best one. Then you have Cherry Blossom, which is actually my favorite one by artwork standards, but pretty much Cherry Blossom is kind of like a beater on the field, which is nice. Sunflower and Autumn Leaves, they have unique effects, let's say, that are useful. You will use them in certain duels, but they're not as essential as I would say Titanial or Cherry Blossom. Now the nice benefit about all of these is they're level 8. So there's some cool combo plays that you can easily get them out on the field with. So for example, you could use trade it into the graveyard, and then if you have something like Call of the Haunted already set, a Monster Reborn, a Miracle Fertilizer, you can bring it out that way. In addition to that, you can use Lonefire Blossom like you would use in any plant deck to bring it out from deck. One of these girls out from deck. Also, you have ways of special summoning from the hand, which is very nice to have in the deck as well. So there's a multitude of ways that you can easily bring out the Plant Princess girls onto the field to do stuff for you, which is really, really, I would say, very nice to have overall. So, yeah, that's the Plant Princesses right there. Next up, we run 3 Lonefire Blossom. Like I've said before, and I was just talking about, Lonefire Blossom is going to be really nice in your deck to help you do a ton of different things actually for the deck overall, from my experience. It's just nice to have this card in the deck because it helps tutor out any of the Plant Princesses you need, really, or in addition to that, you can just bring out other cards as well. But it's just nice to have overall. Usually you're going to go Lonefire, bring out a Plant Princess. Sometimes, depending upon your hand, you go Lonefire, Lonefire, or Lonefire, Lonefire, Lonefire. We don't do that as much anymore, but I have had that happen in some situations overall. Next, we run 2 Rose Lover in the deck. Rose Lover is really nice in the deck. You can bring it out, use it for a link summon if you need to, depending upon the situation. But overall, she's really, really just nice to have in the deck, I find. And I do like her as an addition into the deck. And for that reason, because she can help you bring out your Plant Princesses from your hand, which is nice to have in case you draw them, because you will be able to easily search them out. So that's the cool thing about that. Next up, we have 3 Crane. And Crane's really nice in the deck, and you may not understand why fully, but it's for the different reasons that you can easily use Crane for in this deck, the different applications. Number one, if you go Crane into Crane, you can go for a card that's going to be really helpful for your deck, which is Melela of the Sacred Trees, which is useful. But in addition to that, what you can also do is you can bring back your Lonefire from graveyard, and then use Lonefire's effect to bring out a Plant Princess. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then maybe you want to link away the Crane into something else, depending upon the situation. But it's really useful in the deck. It is susceptible to Ogre and Effect Veiler, especially Effect Veiler. I've had that happen. But overall, I think the benefits of it in the deck actually outweigh it, so that's why I run it as a 3 of in the deck still. Next, we run some basic plant support, which is Debris Dragon and Spore. Debris Dragon and Spore, they help you go for different synchro plays in the deck and things of that nature. So I definitely like them in the deck as one-ofs for what they can do for you. Help you go over some basic synchro plays. Next, we run 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. And I kind of find it funny that the card's name is Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. I know it's been out for years, but it's kind of funny that this is kind of a Plant Princess deck, and you know, we have cherry blossoms and ash blossoms and, you know, all these blossoms. I was thinking about that right before I did the deck profile. And after a duel I played this evening actually with a friend of mine. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you have so many, it's like a spring type of deck." I was like, "Yeah, it's a perfect time to profile it, right?" He's like, "Yeah, that is true." So next we got Rose Belle of Revelation, which is a really nice card to have in the deck overall. So what does this card do? So pretty much this card can help you search out any of your Plant Princess cards from your deck, which is nice overall. Now, when it's in graveyard, besides the turn that you used it to search, you can banish it to special summon out one of your Plant Princesses from your hand, which is nice. But there are some cool little combo plays you can do in the deck with this card if it's a 2-card combo with trade-in. Because you can go search out a Plant Princess. Okay, I've deck thinned, doing that. Use trade-in, send the Plant Princess to graveyard, and draw 2 cards deeper into your deck. So it can be really nice, even though you sometimes won't be special summoning out that Plant Princess right away. You can also use it for trade-in fodder to make trade-in live. So I like this card as a 3 in the deck. It's really essential, really nice, and I think from what I've been told, they're getting additional support down the road. But for right now, this is the only support we have over here in the TCG. Next, 3 trade-in. You run it. It's staple. Run 3 trade-in. You have multiple targets in your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets. Sorry, I miscounted originally, but yeah, there are 6. Next, Miracle Fertilizer. This is a staple in the deck for the way that you can bring your Plant Princesses back from the graveyard, Lonefires if you need to. There's really some nice combinations you can do with this card. It's an essential 3 in the deck, hands down. Foolish Burial Goods. The reason I'm running Foolish Burial Goods is for this. So if you're not going to use the effect to search that turn, and you just want to special something out from your hand, your Plant Princess, you can use Foolish Burial Goods, send 1 to graveyard, then banish it. To use its secondary effect when it's engraved, to special summon out a Plant Princess. So I just like the Foolish Burial Goods as a 1-of in the deck. It's just nice to have. 1 Foolish Burial. This is pretty straightforward. You can send a Crane if you want to go help set up for a melee of Sacred Trees. You could send a Spore if you want to. There's different things you can. I mean, we don't send Glow Up Bulb anymore. Rest in peace, but still essential in the deck. 1 1-for-1 is still good in the deck for what the different plays you can do. 1 Upstart Goblin for a little bit more draw power to get to your combo plays. And 1 Monster Reborn. It's pretty essential because you're sending a lot of plants to graveyard. You're reborning them back constantly. So these are pretty straightforward overall, I feel like, for the deck and what it's trying to accomplish and do. Next up, we run 3 Call by the Haunted. You want to run Call by the Haunted because, like I said, you're going to be sending back your Plant Princesses. Then you can reborn them back. And then, in addition to that, you could bring back Lonefire Blossom if you wanted to bring maybe 1 out from deck. So, definitely essential in the deck as a 3-of, I feel like, Call the Haunted. In addition to all these cards, we do run 3 Impermanence. You can run something else if you want to. Maybe you want to run Solemn Judgment. Maybe you want to run more Hand Traps. That's up to you to decide. Me, I just want a little bit more negation in the deck, and that's why I'm running Infinite Impermanence in the deck. Do I like it? Yes. Does it still work well? Yes. And I definitely like it as a 3-of in the deck, and it's been really nice to work it in the deck because I wanted a little bit more negation besides having Titanial, so I have some more negation here. So that's why we have 3 Infinite Impermanence, and it works out well for me, and I like it. As for your extra deck, we run our Akiza Field Center. Thank you to my friend who gave this to me last year for my birthday. 1 Malaya of the Sacred Trees. If you want to run a double Malaya, you can go right ahead. It's something I've gone back and forth, but I find that it does take a little bit of setup because you have to already have a Crane in graveyard to bring it back to go for this card. But If you want to, you can run 2. 1 Dante, the mill effect is actually decent. And 1 Breaker. Breaker is really nice. These are your level 3s that you can go for that are nice. In addition to that, we run Galaxy pack. We run a small little Galaxy package. So Galaxy Eye Cipher, Full Armor, and Cipher Blade. In addition to that, we run 1 number 38 Hope Harbinger. So this is if you have maybe, say, 2 plant princesses on the field, you can go for these packages over here. For your level 7 synchros, we run these bad boys. We run the Ultimate Black Rose Dragon. I prefer this over the Ghost, believe it or not, but that's just me. And Moonlight Rose. So we just run some level 7 synchro plays over here. Link Monsters. Jasmine is nice. You can go for her. Link Karibo. In certain situations, you will go for Link Karibo. If you want to run another card that recently came out, which is something I'm bouncing back and forth in between, but the Relinquish one that just came out recently, last month, which is pretty nice in the deck. Let me see if I have it beside me. Yes. So if you want to, you can run Relinquish Animati, this guy, instead of the Link Karibo, but that's up to you to decide. Like I said, there's different choices you could run in this deck. 1 Phoenix. I want something to destroy back row. You can run Cerberus if you want to in the deck, if you want to cut something else out. In addition to this, we also run Unicorn, which is nice to have, and also Borrelord Dragon, because he's pretty easy to go for. But that's the extra deck in a nutshell, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed this deck profile. It's a really fun deck to play. Like I said, with the extra deck, play around with it. Maybe you want to run something else. That's up to you to decide, personally, I feel like. But for me, this is what's been working out for me overall, and I thoroughly enjoy the deck overall, playing with it. It's a really fun deck. It's cheap to build. It's fun. It's really cool, actually. I really like the way the deck functions and plays overall. I love plant-based decks. You know, there is other plant archetypes that this, when it got reprinted, came out of, so I plan to work on those in the near future as well. The Winter Blossom archetype, I think it's called. I forget what its TCG name is called, but I have the cards. I'm just working on that on the side right now, but this is something I wanted to build right away because I've play tested this online in the past, and I play tested it for a couple of weeks when the reprints came out online and with some buddies, and I really like it, and it's fun, and I thought this would be the best time to profile it because it's springtime. So, till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, go Akiza, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Good luck dueling to all of you guys, and go Akiza, go plants. I love the plants engines that you can run in Yu-Gi-Oh! I've always loved them for years, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Good luck dueling to all of you.